Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a fascinating topic: adaptation of children's literature for enhancing second language acquisition. I'm Dr. Ahamd Musfar P., and I'm excited to share how stories can open the door to language learning. This presentation will explore how adapting literary texts for young readers and viewers, considering child psychology and the narration process, can significantly aid in acquiring a second language. We'll also touch upon the gains and potential losses during this adaptation process. So, why children's literature? What makes it such a powerful tool? It taps into the inherent innocence of children, their natural quest for fantasy fictions, and their impressive memory. Children possess a profound sense of wonder and a constant search for newness. Understanding the psychology of children reveals their easy acceptance of supernatural elements, making fantasy-rich stories highly engaging. Our main objectives today are to examine the various narrative devices and techniques used in both original fiction and its adaptations. We'll also look at how fantasy elements are deployed in children's literature and its adaptations. Ultimately, we aim to demonstrate how adapted children's literature, using examples like Sean Tan's The Lost Thing, can effectively support and enhance second language acquisition by providing engaging, accessible, and visually rich learning materials. We'll be examining several well-known texts and their adaptations, including Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland, Anna Sewell's Black Beauty, J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, and Sean Tan's The Lost Thing. What exactly is children's literature? At its heart, it's about seeing and understanding the world from a child's point of view. Importantly, children's literature often transcends linguistic and cultural borders, making it universally appealing. We'll explore a critical approach to this genre. Fantasy plays a crucial role in children's literature. We'll explore how various fantasy elements are deployed and consider the mode of depiction and perception in classical literature and its adaptations. Let's take Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll, published in 1865. This beloved story has been adapted into an animated movie in 1951 and a live-action film in 2010. Notice how the visual adaptations bring Carroll's fantastical world to life, offering different interpretations of the original text. Next, we have Anna Sewell's Black Beauty from 1877. This classic has seen various adaptations, including Black Beauty, the graphic novel in 2005 by June Brigman and Roy Richardson, a picture book in 2012 illustrated by Betty Evans and Audrey Daly, and films in 1994 directed by Caroline Thompson and 1978 directed by Chris Cuddington. These adaptations showcase how a narrative can be presented in diverse visual formats while retaining its core themes. J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, published in 2013, quickly became a global phenomenon. Its film adaptation in 2001, directed by Chris Columbus, vividly brought Hogwarts School and its magical creatures to the screen. The visual representation of these fantasy elements deeply immerses the audience. So, what is second language acquisition, or SLA? Simply put, it's learning a language that isn't your mother tongue. For example, learning English as a second language requires content that is simple, clear, and meaningful. This is where children's literature truly shines. It helps in learning new words, improving speaking and reading skills, and even understanding different cultures. Let's look at a case study: The Lost Thing by Sean Tan. This is a story about a boy who discovers a strange creature that no one else seems to notice. It's rich in pictures and metaphors, exploring feelings of being lost or different. The book was published in 2000 and an animated film adaptation followed in 2010, directed by Sean Tan himself and Andrew Ruoman. For second language acquisition, The Lost Thing offers numerous opportunities. Students can describe the lost thing, discuss feelings like lonely, strange, or ignored, and even write their own lost story. It's also excellent for practicing speaking in pairs. Crucially, the vivid pictures help learners connect meaning without relying on difficult words. Another fantastic example is David Wiesner's Tuesday, published in 1991. On an ordinary Tuesday evening, just after 8 p.m., something very strange happens. Frogs on lily pads begin to float up into the air and start flying through a small town. They glide past windows, TVs, and clotheslines, surprising people and animals. Some frogs even watch TV, chase dogs, and eat snacks. The next morning, the town is filled with confusion and mystery, with lily pads scattered everywhere. The following Tuesday, something new is in the air. Pigs are flying. How can Tuesday be used in the classroom for SLA? Teachers can ask students to narrate what they see using the past tense, invent dialogues between the frogs or townspeople, and practice vocabulary like hovering, startled, gliding, and midnight. It also encourages creativity by inviting students to write or draw what happens next Tuesday.